Nigeria president. Nigeria's president has 10 planes. Leaders of Britain, Singapore have none. This piece was first published in Vanguard on April 28, 2015 by Eric Teniola, who is a former director in the presidency and lives in Lagos until 1999. The Presidential Air Fleet was under the control and supervision of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation (SGF). Before then, senior Air Force officers in their grey upon blue well-ironed uniforms were seen on the 11th floor of the Federal Secretariat, which was then the office of the SGF, hanging around. The argument was that since the Chief of Staff was the head of the staff attached to the President, and since he was aware of the hourly movements of the President, he was in a better position to control the fleet adequately. I understand the fleet is now under the National Security Advisor. Before 1999, the fleet was almost dormant for lack of use. General Ibrahim Babangida, 72, had traveled outside the country except to visit some states, and Chief Ernest Oladeyinde Adegunle Shonekon, 79, whose tenure lasted less than 100 days, made use of the fleet only once when he attended the Commonwealth Conference outside Nigeria. The second time he used the fleet was when he was overthrown and brought down to Lagos in company of Chief Dapo Sarumi. General Sani Abacha hardly traveled outside Abuja. In fact, during his era, pilots attached to the presidential fleet complained of underutilization, raising fears that they might lose their licenses for not flying enough. In 1979, Abacha made only 5 trips outside Abuja, and in 1999 he made 3 trips. The fourth would have taken him to Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso on June 8, 1998 for the African Union Conference, the very day he died. So they have given us the lowdown of the fleet that he is telling us it's more than 20 years. It's more than this, it's more than that. How many times did they use them? That's another thing. Can they not be repaired? They want to buy a new one. And one quote later. Wasters. They are all wasters. Mm. Mm-hmm. Well, every president buy its own presidential jet, not for utility sake, but for the pecuniary reasons. That is the driving force why Nigeria, an underdeveloped country, having one of the largest presidential fleets, crass greed, image, wickedness, ignorance, and misplaced priority by our political leaders. Those aircraft are relatively new fleets. Where are they? Noise from anarchy and bad losers bloggers. Let him have 1 million planes. He must have a presidential key for presidential flights. God has lifted our president beyond. See all these Agbado people. That God has lifted their president who you people you cannot eliminate. If you like, be quoting wrong and fake figures like your leader. That will continue to be your headache. We'll see. Okay, this one is Agbado person. You might be Balogun. What will be his name, sef? His name now. What's his name, sef? Shegun Balogun. And somebody is replying him. Shegun Balogun Agbero. I know you and your family live in Aso Rock. They live in Aso Rock. You can imagine. How many European countries has air fleet for their prime ministers? My prime minister flies commercial airline and our ministers drive lease cars. I'm talking about Netherlands, but in Nigeria, is it Netherlands? But in Nigeria, they live lavish life and the citizens are watching. Shame on you Nigerians for allowing this to happen. They are not even delivering. What they are getting is even more than what they are delivering to the people. Nigeria INEC selected president is wasteful from Buhari till now are all criminals. Nigeria government is clueless and without directions. Nigeria is like someone coming to borrow money from you, wearing expensive wristwatch, phone, and owns 3 cars, and say to please lend me money because my kids are hungry. Then you expect the lender to take you seriously. A failed state called Nigeria pretending to be alive. It is absurdity and prodigality. Yeah, so both. Oh. Wasteful rulers, yet we don't have leaders. Our major problem is clueless and thoughtless leadership. What happened to yearly budget allocation for the maintenance of the plane? They have stolen and been looted. They have been stolen and looted. This is too much. Then sell, return old planes and buy two new ones. We are not Britain nor Singapore but in Nigeria. That is why we are backward, and we remain backward because of people who reason like you are ruling the country. Say we are not them, we are not them. Then sell all the molue and use the money to buy one perfect jet. Please don't buy another molue. Who told you they are not perfect? Who told you? Where was this man saying? Um, Oshibaju before this man came on board. Now tell me the economic benefits of that 21 billion naira worth of residence that they built for Chesima. What is the economic benefit? Nothing. They just wasted it. Before you know, Akpabio say me the Guiyan. When they fly in planes, how will they know the rules for more than 200 Nigerians are bad? I beg, sell all the planes and use the money to maintain all the federal rules in Nigeria. So wetin they go call enter? Me they go enter. Somebody say me they go enter commercial plane. Government money to them is to loot and buy jeeps and houses in Dubai, US and Europe. My brother, even if any of these thieves are elders in religious center, as long as each of them have stolen that what belongs to 10,000 Nigerians dying of poverty daily, no repentance will rescue them from hell. So guys, let's know what you think about the article written by this writer. What do you think?